This presentation is based on the dating program Make Small Talk Sexy by Bobby Rio. You can spend all the time you want on your looks, book reservations at the perfect restaurant or find the best bar in the area, and make all of the money you want. But when it comes to charming a woman, it all comes down to the conversation. Which is why it's so frustrating when certain conversations seem to go nowhere, only ending up with large moments of awkward silence before the two of you go your separate ways. The problem is that you are focusing on the wrong topics of conversation. Luckily, it's an easy fix. By utilizing the following conversation topics, you'll be able to attract women by turning good conversations into great conversations. 1. When you were kids. No matter how old you are, your childhood will always hold a special place in your heart. By opening yourself up and letting the woman know what kind of circumstances you come from, you'll not only show her your emotional side, but also give her a chance to relate. By opening up the floor for conversation topics about childhood, she will have her own experiences she will want to talk about, allowing her to shoulder a lot of the conversation itself. 2. What you're passionate about. This is the easiest topic to use for two reasons. First, it allows the woman to, once again, see your emotional side, something that will only help win her over. Second, it gives you a chance to talk about something you actually enjoy talking about. This will make the conversation float easily, taking the weight off of it. In the same way, after talking about your own passions, steer the conversation in the direction of hers, asking her a lot of questions about what she enjoys doing. Later on, when she thinks about the conversation she had with you, she'll remember it being a lot of fun because she was talking about what she loves. 3. The people surrounding you. Since this is a woman you've spent very little time with, you don't have a lot of common experiences from which to draw from. Accept the current experience you're having. Form a bond with her by discussing your surroundings, whether it be the type of bar you're currently in, the food in the restaurant, or the people surrounding you. One thing I love doing whenever I'm talking with a woman is making up backstories for the various strangers surrounding us. This puts us in a collaborative mood and allows me to flex my creative side. 4. Her ambitions. While talking about your current job and your past is all well and good, women put a lot of stock into where the man is going. But even more important than that is getting her to speak about her own future ambitions. This will, once again, steer the conversation in her direction, letting her talk about herself. Also, it will boost the emotional state of the conversation, since no one can talk about their own ambitions without getting a little bit excited about them. 5. Her travels. Travel is always a fun topic, but this is a part where it's best to step back and let her talk. While the places you've traveled could be great, and you could have so many stories from your various adventures, too many of those and it looks like you're trying too hard to impress her. Instead, start the topic off about travel and then start inquiring about her own stories. This will showcase her various passions, desires, worldviews, etc., which you can call back later on in the conversation. 6. Your life lessons. While this isn't necessarily a topic, it's important to shade all of your conversations by asking yourself this question: what lesson has this taught you? By having this depth in every topic of conversation, you are not only showcasing the depth of your own thought, again, something women enjoy finding in men, but also once again spreading the branches of the conversation tree as far as they can go. Instead of just talking about this fight you got into in 5th grade, one topic, you can talk about your various feelings that were going through your mind at the time and the lessons you've learned from the fight, many topics. From there, the conversation will expand on its own. 7. Your thoughts on pop culture, current events. If worse comes to worse, use any thoughts you have on pop culture or current events to keep the conversation from falling into any awkward silences. However, Don't use this conversation topic too often or else you will come off as boring and with no depth. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more secrets to generate attraction through small talk, follow the link below to go on watching to learn the conversation escalation techniques.